Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and did it?
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's just 66. Bullet high. Check safety, check safety. Hey, check 24, check 24. 36. Check.
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set, 8, read. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
17-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Chopper! Slam! Kill! Switch! Go!
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me! Ready, go!
And again this time to the tailback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Switch it up here and lift a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown. And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in. And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus.
Ready. We got 4. Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And the Colts, first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Now a handoff looking right. Wiggles free. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
14, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They'll run on first down. Thibodeau. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't going nowhere.
2nd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship.
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Check 25. Check 25.
2nd and 13. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down now. Thibodeau chalked that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how do we see them combat it? Continue to run your offense. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offense. Line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of...
The ball carrier. The stop made by Myles Garrett. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Set, ready, Henry, one. Hey, here we go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You ain't
2nd and long. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
set, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Tackle. Check 31, check 31. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop the throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch out. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Now a give right side. Thibodeau. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll set up to throw. Shifts by him. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Letting one fly deep for Cook. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready. 9:55. Hey, eat. Wow, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go. No.
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard mark. A 5-yard gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Here we go. Touch the outlaw. Check 37. Check 37. Check it back. Check it back. Shit. Showing up. Watch the safety creep. We go. Come. Under check. Come on. Check. Let it go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 99. You will. You got tight right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Let's get it. Ready. 7 ending. Off. 3 down. Hey.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
At the 2-yard line.
Time go. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over. Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Colts.
On the set. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Shit. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Switch. Check. Watch out. Ready.
On first down, Thibodeau. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Thibodeau. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Shit. Huh? 64. Wait. 51, Mike, 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 50. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
55. So don't say nothing. Check. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Thibodeau. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Explosion help leading.
Totally different.